Hey JanMarie! So today I wanted to discuss the topic of books. More importantly, books that people might deem to be bad, in a sense. So the story behind this is, recently I found myself reading a book series that's something you might not tell your friends. It was a romance novel. It was 3 romance novels. I found it on my Kindle, it was free, so the first one was free. So I got it, and I'm like, okay, this is good. I mean, it's all right. And then I found myself up until 1 in the morning finishing it. I'm just like, why am I so interested in this? This isn't even like a good book. I mean, it's just a romance novel. It's mildly bad storyline. So why am I up until 3 a.m. or 1 a.m. reading it? Why am I so engrossed in it that I went and bought the second and the third copy and read them within 4 days of each other? So I kind of wanted to define what we consider to be crappy in a novel. I mean, these are your sort of like bargain basement romance novel types. I mean, like, you're reading them now, so you understand. So it's a romancy sort of... Oh, there's no way to describe this. 50 Shades of Grey type is what you would say? Yeah, that's what it is. But when people say that this book is bad, they're still reading it, aren't they? And isn't that the point of a book, is to get readers and to get people enticed and interested and sort of addicted to their characters? Like, I was up until 1 a.m. reading these 4 nights in a row. Isn't that the purpose of a book, and why would it be considered crappy then? It's doing its job. It's getting me to purchase books. It's getting me to read them. It's getting me interested in telling my friends about them. Like, that is the point of a book, so why is it deemed to be bad? Isn't a bad book one that no one actually wants to read? Like, these romance novels, they're getting people to read. 50 Shades of Grey is a New York Times bestseller, all 3 of them, and is being made into a movie. So why are we considering this bad? I mean, Twilight was made into a movie. It got tons of readership and following, and it was considered a bad novel. But it did its job. It sold books. It got readers. It did everything a novel's supposed to do. It got people interested. It got people interested in reading. And isn't that what books are supposed to be all about? And I guess it just makes me angry when people say these books are bad, because it might not have your most politically active or storyline that's going to change the world and press social ideals, but it's getting people to read, and that's what books are about. People reading and listening to a story that you had stuck in your head and a character that's been living with you forever. I mean, that's why I write, is because I want people to read my stories and the characters that I feel are strong enough that people want to hear about their lives. And that's what a book is about, so why is it considered crappy if it's a romance novel? Or a Twilight vampire series? These books have done phenomenally well, and they've changed sort of the ideals of reading and got people interested in reading again. So that's not a bad book. That's a book that's doing its job better than a lot of other books. And this opinion, it might not be what everyone else agrees with. I mean, I've read my fair share. I've read Twilight. I mean, it got me interested for a really long time. So there's plot failings and everything, but it got people interested and people read them. And that's what writing is all about, getting people to read. I've read all my life, and I think it really has helped me grow into being a different person if I hadn't read. And so if a book is getting people to read, it's doing its job. It's a good book, isn't it? Sorry about my rant again. I needed to get this out there. I mean, if you guys agree with me, I mean, comment or something. Do you feel like this is what makes a good book? Is if people are reading it? Or something else? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about this. But it's what I feel, and maybe the book series I was enticed with isn't all that bad. I'll see you on Sunday, JanMarie. Oh gosh, I almost forgot to say this, but JanMarie out.